Good evening, everybody. I'm going to be bringing you my Sunday lesson here. It's title of it is three very simple words: wash yourself off. You ever heard that before? Maybe from a mom or a grandmother after you just been four-wheeler riding, or maybe you came in from mowing a dusty yard, or maybe you've been fishing and you smell a little too much like your prey. It's always followed by these words: before you come in this house. My wife picked up right where my mom left off. So when I come in from fishing or cleaning a deer or pretty much anything during a Louisiana summer, I have to put my dirty clothes in the washing machine, head straight to the shower before visiting any other part of the house is even considered. As a matter of fact, when my wife and I built our house, one of the changes that we made to the original floor plan was having a bathroom with a stand-up shower added just beyond the washing machine room. So I didn't even have an excuse anymore. I had to go straight to the shower before ever going to any other part of the house. Now, spiritually speaking, sometimes we get dirty because of the sin in our lives. And then we either tell people, good advice, mind you, but we tell people, oh, to hand it to Jesus, leave it to Him. Or as the old hymn says, take it to the cross and leave it there. Now, these are great, honest, truthful expressions, but they're really only one side of the equation. There are things that God says that He will handle, and then there's things that He expects us to do. For example, salvation. Salvation is completely up to Him. We cannot save ourselves, period. We have been trying to prop ladders up that we could climb into heaven, be it ladders of financial security, wealth, possessions, whatever it be. We have been trying to save ourselves since the beginning of time. We have been standing outside the Garden of Eden, craning our necks, but the simple fact is we cannot save ourselves. Salvation is a gift. We can accept it, but we can't do it ourselves. Paul's letter to the church at Ephesus tells us that for it's by grace that we have been saved through faith. And this is not from yourselves. It is a gift from God, not by works, so that no one can boast. That's Ephesians 2, 8 through 9. You can never be good enough, even when we are at our best, even when we are 100% doing what God created us to do. We're still human, and we're still tainted by sin. But on the other hand, let's look at Isaiah back in the Old Testament. Chapter 1, verse 16. He says, wash yourselves off, make yourselves clean, put away the evil of your doing from before my eyes, cease to do evil. You see, here in Isaiah, we're told to wash ourselves, to make ourselves clean. These are commands for action, meaning this is something we can do. This is our responsibility. That God is not talking about salvation here. That's not what he is bringing up, because if so, it would contradict what we just read in Ephesians. Instead, he's talking about putting away the bad habits, the habitual sin in our lives. He's telling us to walk away from it, to step away from it, and to cleanse ourselves from it. So how do we do that? Well, the Bible warns us again in Ephesians. This is in chapter 4, the back half of verse 27. It warns us about giving Satan a chance to get a foot in the door when it tells us, do not give the devil a foothold. Don't even give him a chance to wedge that door open. And this caution comes at the end of the section where Paul is advising the Ephesian Christian against certain behaviors that, as he's saying here, is meant not to grieve the Holy Spirit. So washing ourselves means taking deliberate action to obey God and taking away Satan's footholds in our lives. For example, real life today, what does that mean? Well, if you have a problem with, say, watching inappropriate things on TV, or possibly online, or any of the different streaming things that we have now, well, only do it when, well, if you're a young person, when mom and dad or grandma are in the room, or if you're a little more seasoned in life and you still find yourself wanting to watch television shows and different programs and different videos online and stuff, only do it when, only be on that device, only be watching television when kids or your grandkids are in the room. If you find that your language, and this has happened to so many people, myself included, but so many people have found their language mimicking the foul language that they witness at on the job site, and bug buzzing around me. And if you find yourself mimicking the foul language that you are encountering every day, just remember, you may be the only Bible that some folks ever read. And let that thought dictate your language. There's more to dealing with our filth than just giving it over to God. That's the first step. That's the biggest step. But there are also expectations that God has for us. And now He will empower us to fulfill those expectations if we ask, and then we got to act. You see, He went to the cross for us to have the right to be called children of God. Understand that. He went to the cross not because He needed us, because He loves us. But now we must act like the children of God. Otherwise, we look no different from the world. So in short, you cannot save yourselves. So please stop trying. Please stop trying to prop up those ladders, to sneak in through the gate at the Garden of Eden. We cannot make it to heaven by ourselves. But you can wash yourselves off from all the filth in this world. You really can. And God is standing there just holding open the lid to the washing machine, just waiting for you to chunk all your dirty stuff in. He's standing there right now. Just get that image. And He's telling you, I'll take it. Every bit of it. Just chunk it. Just get rid of it. Throw it in here. And just like our clothes get dirty again every day, this is a habit that we've got to get into. And soon we're going to notice that we're not having to wash ourselves off near as much. Now, this is not a self-righteous statement. This is not because it's not because us sinful humans are finally somehow getting clean and we're getting holy, but rather we're starting to look more like God's Son, Jesus Christ, through our actions, through our language, and through our thoughts. Does anybody watching this need to get clean? Because there's no time like the present. It's the most important decision you'll ever make, and it is by far the easiest. Thank y'all for watching. God bless. If you need me, please holler at me. Y'all have a great day. I'm praying for you, and I love each and every one of you. Bye-bye.